prepare for real war. Not a warning, an order from Kim Jong-un. Live fire drills on the coast. A destroyer by next year. And 18,000 North Korean troops now battle-hardened in Ukraine. This is VERTEX. And Seoul's silence? That may be the most dangerous signal yet. North Korea's leader, Kim Jong-un, has once again turned his focus to live fire readiness. On July 23rd, Kim oversaw a large-scale coastal artillery drill involving subunits of the Korean People's Army. The exercise, which tested combat deployment and surprise target response, was broadcast by Korea Central Television and closely covered by Pyongyang's official news agency, KCNA. The North Korean state news agency KCNA reported, Kim Jong-un has urged his military to be ready for real war, as he observed a firing contest of artillery units.
Kim urged the soldiers to be ready for real war at any time and be capable of destroying the enemy in every battle. The units at all levels of the whole army would more firmly establish the atmosphere of attaching importance to training and concentrate on actual warlike drills in response to the epical buildup of the overall artillery forces, so as to bolster up in every way the combat capability of the A-match for 100 invincible army, capable of immediately coping with a war anytime and destroying the enemy in every battle without fail.
As per the Korean Central News Agency, Kim declared that North Korean troops must now embrace a training revolution that transcends conventional limits.
The courage, abilities, and self-confidence with which to actively cope with any war and crisis are cultivated in the furnace of the training revolution transcending precedents and limits, and that the comprehensive and formidable combat strength, capable of defeating any powerful enemy, is the defender's genuine heroism, toughness, and feat deserving a Gold Star medal.
Video footage aired by state-run Korea Central Television on July 23rd showed soldiers from artillery units firing shells towards the sea. Kim was seen looking through binoculars at an observation post, flanked by 2 military officials, but the location for Wednesday's contest was not disclosed. Pangong State News Agency KCNA reported on July 22nd that North Korean officials and shipyard workers pledged to complete construction of a new Navy destroyer warship by October 10th next year. Video footage from North Korea's state-run television KRT accompanying the news showed shipbuilding workers standing at attention listening to speeches at the Nampo shipyard, as well as several cranes and people nearby working with safety helmets and uniforms. At the July 21st rally, as per KCNA, the shipyard manager urged workers to uphold the ruling party's plan for building a powerful army and to achieve miraculous success in the building of another new type warship. The workers began construction of the new destroyer immediately after the rally, KCNA reported. According to KCNA, in June, North Korea restored a 50,000-ton destroyer that was damaged during an earlier failed launch attempt. Meanwhile, South Korean and Western intelligence agencies have reported Pyongyang sent more artillery shells, missiles, and long-range rocket systems. Around 600 North Korean soldiers have been killed and thousands more wounded fighting for Russia, Seoul has said. When North Korea fired multiple ballistic missiles from its eastern coast in May, South Korea's response was swift, within hours. Seoul joined Washington and Tokyo in condemning the launch as a serious threat to regional peace and security. But just weeks earlier, when a North Korean KN-23 missile designed to strike South Korean targets hit a residential building in Kyiv, killing 12 civilians, Seoul said nothing. That silence fits a broader pattern. There was no response when Russia reportedly deployed a surface-to-air missile system to protect Pyongyang, nor when Ukrainian intelligence revealed that Russian instructors were training North Korean drone pilots on home soil, even as Kim Jong-un voiced unconditional support for Moscow's war. Relations between the North and South, technically still at war, remain tense, and the muted response has raised questions from analysts over whether Seoul fully grasps the consequences of what many see as North Korea's most significant military transformation in decades, one shaped in real warfare on the battlefields of Ukraine. Chun In-bum, a former South Korean Special Forces commander, as per a report published by The Guardian on July 24th, said,
"We definitely should be alarmed, but it's just the nature of people to avoid catastrophe or be indifferent to the terrors of reality."
According to Ukrainian officials, in autumn last year, Pyongyang dispatched an estimated 12,000 troops to fight in Russia's Kursk region. That deployment has since expanded significantly. An additional 6,000 soldiers are now joined by 1,000 military engineers, hundreds of railway engineers, bridge building specialists, logistics personnel, electricians, military police, and even interpreters, focused largely on rebuilding the battle-scarred Kursk region. This military partnership with Moscow has been invaluable for Kim Jong-un's regime. Vadim Skibitsky, deputy head of Ukraine's military intelligence agency known as the HUR, told The Guardian.
North Korea's armed forces got new ammunition from Russia. Its soldiers gained experience of modern conflict. No other army in the region, Japan, South Korea, and other countries, has participated in a modern war between two huge regular armies.
The ideological commitment of their forces became clear when Ukraine captured 2 wounded North Korean prisoners in January. Skibitsky said,
"We were shocked by them. They were biorobots. They tried to kill themselves by biting their own veins."
He says. When one was asked if he wanted to return home, he replied,
"Yes, because I will be treated like a hero. I fought in a modern war."
North Korean troops are learning about combined arms warfare and the operation of strike and reconnaissance drones, electronic warfare systems, and other technologies previously unfamiliar to them. Moscow has transferred advanced weaponry and has helped upgrade the accuracy of North Korea's KN-23 ballistic missiles, which have since targeted Ukrainian urban centers, including Kharkiv. In June, the Ukrainian president, Volodymyr Zelensky, issued a pointed warning addressing South Korea directly.
This must be addressed now, not when thousands of upgraded Shahed drones and ballistic missiles begin to threaten Seoul and Tokyo.
However, defense experts suggest a mix of strategic, economic, and political factors is discouraging more visible action from South Korea.